Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Robbie Rhino, and in today's video I am very happy to be able to share with you for the first time in a very long time a community replay. TXO Dopeygib has very kindly sent me this replay of a game he had in the WZ-122 whilst he was streaming, where he goes on to have a really nice result here on the Swamp map. This is one of my favourite Era 2 premium medium tanks, and it has excellent firepower potential, and TXO Dopeygib will be able to demonstrate that probably better than I ever could. TXO Dopeygib, or Gibby as I'm going to be calling him for the remainder of today's video, is an excellent player of World of Tanks console. The stats back that up if you wish to go and check out third-party websites. And he also has a YouTube and a Twitch channel, which I will link both of them in the description of today's video. On Twitch you'll be able to watch him stream pretty regularly, where he has some excellent results in a variety of tanks, and on YouTube it will be the stream highlights as well as some pretty cool clips in the form of shorts where you'll see some nice ammo racks and some great gameplay as well. And I'll be super grateful if you'd be able to go over and consider giving TXO Dopeygib a sub on his YouTube channel or a follow on his Twitch channel. It would really help him out, and it'll make me very happy as he has very kindly offered this replay for my channel. It's always good to watch great players in action. You can pick up some excellent tank tips and map tips, and it's also just very entertaining to watch some brilliant games by some brilliant players. So thank you very much to Gibby for sharing this replay, and please consider going over to his Twitch and his YouTube, checking them out, and consider helping him out as well. And whilst we are on the subject, if anyone wants to send me a replay and be featured on the channel, I now have a designated email address for this YouTube channel. It's robbierhino@gmail.com. If you want to share with me a replay, upload it to something like OneDrive or Google Drive, and then you can share with me a link where I can go and download it and feature you on the channel. Of course, it does have to have a purpose, either a really good game, one of your best games, something like that, or something funny, and I will do my best to feature that for you, and I can manage it all via the new email address, which I'm surprised I didn't think of sooner. It just goes to show that obviously I don't think too much. But that's the sort of admin out of the way. Let's continue watching TXO Dopeygib here on Swamp completely wreck the enemy in the first sort of 3 minutes of today's battle. He has absolutely wrecked the enemy. 7.3k direct damage done, 1733 assistance, and also blocked a little bit of damage. He's just been using the crossfire that the friendly tanks that are spotting the enemy have created, and he's going to town with the firepower of the WZ-122. So what is this tank and why is it so good? Well, it's definitely one of my favourite premium tanks. It's got a 4-shot ATGM auto loader, and it also has a beautiful 120mm caliber gun, and best of all, you can use the multiple weapon system, which means you can switch between the ATGM launcher and the 120mm caliber gun without time penalty by pressing down or holding down the ammo select button, and that means you have fantastic DPM on the ATGM launcher and on the single fire 120mm caliber gun, and you can use them basically interchangeable. So you have a great DPM on your ATGM launcher of 3000 damage per minute, and with the 120mm caliber gun your DPM is 3440. So you've got effectively a 6440 DPM to use until you do run out of the 8 ATGMs that this ATGM launcher carries. It's a very devastating firepower for a medium tank, and it definitely is very good for when people rush you, like this Leopard 1A3 who is coming after Gibby here. He does manage to nearly take out the 1A3 whilst being able to survive a fire that the 183 has put on Gibby here. He's now on a one-shot and the Leopard's on a one-shot, so they both go their own ways and they're going to try and come in from a different angle. But the damage that TXO Dopeygib has put out at the start of this battle has really helped his teammates out. They have just whittled the enemy down very, very slowly, and now it's endgame scenario where Gibby is trying to get the last remaining damage left in this battle. Of course, he has to be careful because although this tank has a little bit of armor on the turret and the hull, it's definitely not something you can rely on. So he's going to have to try and pick an area of the map where he's able to get crossfire, and being a great player, he's of course flanked the enemy here and he's able to get some side and rear shots into the last two remaining tanks. Unfortunately, that T-72 AV is in a bit of an awkward position, so Gibby is going to have to try and get one last remaining shot into him, takes him out, and now he's going to have to try and get one remaining shell into the T-55 Enigma. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the Enigma kill, but he still has an epic game here on Swamp. TXO Dopeygib has picked up 6 kills, 9.4k direct damage, and 2,000 assistance. As you can see, he has 3-mount this tank, which is something I will hopefully go on to do in the future. 924 base experience points, and that 2,035 assistance, proving why this tank is so deadly. Absolutely great firepower. It's got the ability to go one-on-one with tanks whilst you do have ATGMs, and it does make you a pretty penny in terms of the silver. And if you want to watch other replays like this, definitely check out TXO Dopeygib's YouTube and Twitch in the description of today's video. It would really help him out and it would help me out as well. And yeah, I hope to hear from some of you community members in my emails, where hopefully I can feature you on the channel. So thank you very much to TXO Dopeygib, or Gibby, for this replay. I hope that this shout out and helps out your channel, and hopefully you can continue to grow it. And until next time, I'll see the rest of you on the battlefield, and bye for now.